Welcome back to Skyrim. Alright, well, here we are in the ruins of Castle Volkihar, a obscure, hidden tower area that Lord Harkon and his people apparently seem to not know about anymore, or certainly don't think about, otherwise they'd be here. Anyway, just went through in the last episode the process of finding the ingredients to put in here, which you can't see them. Well, maybe you can a little bit. Yeah, now I can see them, but yeah, anyway, the ingredients in there to open this here portal to something called the Soul Cairn. And that's where we left off last time. So now we talked to Serana, and I love those red eyes. Well, actually more like kind of a red-orange. Still, it's a very cool effect. Alright.
And the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Well,
Of course. What is it?
what are you going to do when you find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
Well, sounds like she did what she could.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
Well, we're not going to know till we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you.
Well,
Are we ready then?
Let's do it.
All right. Here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the Soul Cairn. Incredible.
Very cool. Okay. I guess that's us. Let's go. Whoa. Hello. This is not working.
Are you all right? That looked painful.
Yeah, it was.
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
Well, it can't have it. So, apparently there's no way in?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Ah, I see where you're going here.
Not your first choice, I'd guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Excuse me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Maybe. And that's the only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Yeah, okay, so now I have to talk to her and choose either become a vampire or become partially soul-trapped. Interruption. Okay, well, here we go. Okay, so Slayer of Dummies has a choice. And he's thinking about it. She's offered two options. To either make him a vampire or partially soul-trap him. And partially soul-trapping means he enters in there in a weakened state. And may or may not be able to get that fixed. Because she definitely said maybe about that. She said that it was possible, but she also said maybe. And so, there's another thought about it too. Partially soul-trapped is a repulsive idea to him. Because your soul is what you are. It's who you are. And to have that partially trapped, that means actually losing part of yourself. And as she pointed out, she said maybe, which means that might be permanently gone. This is unacceptable. And so therefore, having thought about it...
I'm wondering what my mother got up to here. She definitely wasn't trying to keep the place clean.
Yeah, well, she's been gone a while too. But he doesn't see any other way. He'll be a vampire.
Are you sure? I'm willing to turn you, but you need to think it through. You've become the very thing you've sworn to destroy. I don't know how the Dawn Guard will react.
I do. But let's do it. Vamp me.
Turning someone is a very personal thing for vampires. It's intimate. For us.
Well,
I don't want you to
don't
feel
it.
like I'm forcing you into this.
You're not forcing. Let's just do it.
Let's not waste too much time then. I promise to try and make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
And so there we go. Okay. Now it's time to get in there. Alright, let's get, that wasn't as bad as it may have seemed. As a matter of fact, if I look here, I'm not sure, but no, the point is nothing is weakened. I guess that's the main thing. I thought maybe it might make some stats a little stronger to start with. But anyway, here we are. The Soul Cairn. My, this place looks cheerful and wonderful as all get out. Okay. Quest. Yeah, let's get this active. And so I guess Mother Deer is over that way.
Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Yeah, let's do that. I gotta give them credit. This is a very interesting looking landscape. Ghostly beings all over the place and some strange, weird architecture. What's your story?
Stay away from the Oblivion Gate, I told them. Did they listen? Of course not.
Yeah. You don't mess with things like Oblivion Gates. Alright. I guess these folks aren't going to have a whole lot of story.
This accursed place is nothing but a prison without walls.
Well, it's the afterlife, dude. Yours, at least.
Where'd you come from?
What?
Done and done.
Okay.
Where'd you come from?
Gold. Hey, they dropped soul gems.
That'll teach you.
And her lightning blast is pretty handy. I gotta tell you. That lightning blast of hers is really handy.
You must help me find my Arvak.
Your
He doesn't
Arvak?
deserve to be in a place like this.
What's an Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
Yeah, I guess it would. How?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Hello? I said, how can I help? Okay, he's off doing his thing. Okay. Find Arvak's skull. Okay. That's what I can do to help. What is this? Soul Fisher. Okay. Be interesting to find out what that ends up yielding. Hello? Serena? Yeah. Oh boy. Why does that remind me of Minecraft pathfinding for mobs? Pausing for a moment. Okay, sorry about the pausing, but I guess that would be Arvak, wouldn't it? Yo! Oh, that's right, we gotta find his skull. Although it looked like he was wearing something that looked like a skull. Well, I'm sure it'll turn up around here somewhere. Lightning storms. I wonder what these buildings were all supposed to be originally. Because,
Who's there?
Hello. Doggone, Serena. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to loot these guys at least because they're dropping soul gems. And that's always worthwhile. Alright. Anybody else? Let's just move on here. Up the hill, and I'm guessing the castle with the purple light coming out of it. Or whatever that is. It looks kind of castle-ish from here, although what's with the weird towers and the floaty bits on top? Okay. Mother, we're home.
Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Serana?
Yep.
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward.
I'm as forward as this thing will let me.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
Oh, what can I say? She likes me, and we're not playing games with you either.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
Well, she did, and you know something? Even you got to admit there are vampires that need eliminating, so we're here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Okay. Explain that.
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
And she fits in how?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Okay. And so the tyranny of the sun requires this, huh?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
So Harkon means to kill her.
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Well, we're not gonna let that happen, and we'll kill him if we have to.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
Well, kill him.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected.
Oh, yeah?
Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
And her opinion?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart.
Is that
You're
right?
here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Well, Serana believes in me. How about that?
Serana? This stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should
wish they'd stay a
entrust
little
you to
closer
him.
together.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you too. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your
Okay.
intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Well, that's an improvement. You got it here?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
And how do we do that?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Should? Well, I guess we'll be back soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the Cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Oh, well. Let's see. If I leave this place, is it okay to come back?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
All right. Well... Okay, there's more dialogue options here. I'm not going to explore them right now.
Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Because otherwise this will turn into a really serious talky thing. And as far as the dragon that is roaming this place, I have a little something for him. Yeah. Okay, we've got quest markers that way, and that way, and that way. So let's just go this way and get started. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little something for Durnevere. No problem. Okay. Oh, another one of these. Harvest. What? It was soul harvested? What? I don't know. I thought maybe it would turn up as a alchemy ingredient somehow, but well, we'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, we get across here, apparently that tower. Here's another one. I'm actually going to pay attention this time. Soul harvested. Oh, okay. Who's shooting at me? By the way, I'm not crouching there specifically to hide, but because the aiming reticle when sneaking or crouching is better. Alright, is there a way into this place? Where are you, Savannah? She found a way in. Oh. This it here?
Tough day for you.
How did she get up there? Alright, Serena, where the heck are you? Oh.
Well for you.
Ancient Nord.
That'll teach you.
Yeah. A glass warhammer. 590 carry weight possible. Wow. Okay, there's an advantage to this vampire thing right there. Alright. Anybody else want to join this little party? Or can we get on with it? I don't even remember what direction we were going. I'm going to think it's this way, because that tower looks like it's closer than other places. And I'll bet the map is useless here. Yeah. Well, sorta, kinda. Okay, that's a little bit useful. Let's just jump this guy.
Where'd you come from?
Boom.
Done.
One-handed to 102. A Dragonborn battle axe, value 3,000. I have to take that. Okay, that's one of 3 down. Alright, I guess, let's see. Let's head off this way. And since the lady said that I could come back, that means that if I get overburdened, I can, like, head back, unload, and then come back ready for more. Let's go ahead and harvest this stuff up, as long as it's on the way like that. Alright. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop right here. And first thing I'm going to do is make a fresh save. And then I'm going to stop and check my time. Okay, just check the time, and I'm right at 25 minutes here. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and call it here, and we'll pick up next time, headed for Bonehead number 2, and over there for Bonehead number 3. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.